Newcastle, which again is a real opportunity for them to get back into the top four and put pressure on both West Ham and Chelsea before they play. The irony is that Liverpool now only have one competition left to play for, and it's a competition that the owners don't deem worthy enough for the team to actually be in. So it seems quite crazy, doesn't it, that they're playing for the Champions League and the players know exactly how important a win is tomorrow, so does the manager, in a week where the owners have tried everything to get them out of the Champions League to start a league of their own. It's crazy the way football throws these storylines up.
It is, but that's the difference between, from the players and the managers. They've had no idea, have they? And the players and the manager have... They're desperate to get back in that Champions League position. They know they've had a massively below-par season. And let's be honest, if they're not in that Champions League, they've got some convincing to do to their top players to make sure they're right in amongst it again next year.
You can never read too much into games at this stage because there's so much on the line all over the place. But when you look at Liverpool's run-in, they play Newcastle at Anfield tomorrow. Their next game is against Manchester United. The matches they have after that to finish the season are all against teams in the bottom half. Ordinarily, you would say exactly the kind of running they want, but they've been the games this season that cause them the most problems.
Yeah, and the mindset of those clubs could be weird ones. For example, you could come across a Sheffield United side whose shackles are off now and don't care and think, well, the inevitable's now finally happened. Let's just go and play some football and enjoy ourselves. And you can come caught out against those types of teams, trust me. And then you could hit a mid-table team like Palace and they might go, I just can't, I'm sick of this season, no fans, just get me on holiday and let's go again next year and it'll be easy. The reality is, if Liverpool are at their best, they beat them all, but they haven't been there all season. There's still a few question marks about that. They're getting back there and they've got their eye on that big game in the Champions League as well. So not the big game in the Champions League. They're out of the Champions League. The big games towards the end of the season in terms of getting back into the Champions League.
They're in a situation here where they've lost 6 times at Anfield this season. If they were to lose 7 league matches in the same season, that would be for the first time since 1938. I mean, they are ridiculously bizarre circumstances for Liverpool, something that we don't see. Big game for Newcastle on the other side of it. I mean, they looked... It was a toss-up between them and Fulham to stay up 2 or 3 weeks ago, it seems, and now Fulham are away adrift and Newcastle are moving in the right direction and playing with a bit more confidence. Probably 3 more points would be enough for them, one way or the other. 38 you think would be enough this year, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you called the Chelsea result last week. I think I called this one, didn't I? I fancied Newcastle to beat West Ham. I know they left it late and it was tight, but... They've found something. They've stumbled across something. I don't expect them to get anything out of this game in particular. But like you said, how many points are they on? How many
35.
points are they on?
35.
Yeah. I think one more win just about gets
Fulham
it done.
27.
Yeah, I think one more win gets it done. I can't.
Yeah.
Fulham are on this horrible. They're in that horrible place where even when they go ahead, they feel like they're going to get beat. So, yeah, I think one more win gets it done, and I think it'll probably come against Sheffield United or Fulham anyway.
I'll see you tomorrow, won't I? We'll be together tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll both be at Anfield tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yes, indeed. I'll be up early doors, pal, so you'll see me up there.
And then you've got the nervous afternoon on Sunday to see whether Tottenham can get the win against Manchester City in the League Cup.
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not nervous.
Are you?
Nothing's expected. And, let's be honest, if they don't manage to do it, then my team's still the last one that did. How selfish is that?
I think you call that a win-win, don't you?
That is a win-win. That's what I was trying to find, a win-win situation.
That's a win-win. Mate, really enjoyed it tonight. As always, on a Friday. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. And I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll be back next week for the Friday Football Social. Just to update the snooker, Jamie Broughton's there at the Crucible. Ronnie O'Sullivan looks as though he's about to go 11-10 up in the second round against McGill, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Don't forget, we've got commentary of the League Cup final on Sunday. Tottenham against Manchester City. Before that, it's Leeds against Manchester United. Then at 7 o'clock, it's the West Midlands derby between Aston Villa and West Bromwich Albion. Let's head back to the Emirates. Karen Carney is alongside Alistair Bruce Ball. Karen, what would you like to see in the second half from these two to get a positive result then?
I'd love some goals. No, just some end quality, some product in the final third. I don't think there's been any changes by the looks of it, so just some intensity and some quality in the final third.
Now, answer me honestly, have I just caught you eating?
I was drinking a drink, yeah.
Well spotted. Well spotted. I said to Karen,
right.
you got plenty of time. They'll come to me first. Don't worry about it. It'll be good.
Yeah,
I had the worst food in my mouth as well. I was like, how can I style this out? And I was like, I can't.
You did well. Anyway, second half about to get underway. Karen alongside Ali.
Thanks, Darren. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. Arsenal playing from right to left second half. Early attack. Granit Xhaka's cross is blocked on the left, and Arsenal have themselves a corner. I was just trying to identify the new for the second half, and I'll explain why in a minute, Karen, and get your input on it as well. But let's see what Arsenal can do with the corner first of all. No substitutions made at half-time. Arsenal starting this game 9 points off the top 4. Everton 6 points off the top 4, but this a game in hand for Everton. They're in that better position than Arsenal. Ball from Saka into the near post, and Richarlison, as he is clearing that ball, is caught by Chambers, fouled. Massive yelp of pain, but he's okay, and Everton get the free kick. So recently Arsenal, I think, have been coming out to sort of WWE wrestling music, and there was one tune in particular that was played. Have you ever heard of Kurt Angle? Are you into your wrestling?
I have actually.
Right.
Have.
So you might know better than me. So Kurt Angle comes out to a song apparently, or used to come out to a song, and all the fans in the stadium when he came out, there was a certain point of the song where they would chant at him in time with the music, "You suck," as James plays the ball wide to Sigurdsson, who chests it down to Gomez. Gomez plays it back to Alan.
That timing was like my food then, Ali.
Awful. And I've still got more of the story to tell. I'm going to explain why in a minute. James to Richarlison. Nice first-time ball. Coleman with the cutback. There's the chance. Sigurdsson, it's blocked at the near post. Great defending from Rob Holding. And Everton have a corner. That was very nearly 1-0 to Everton, and that was precisely the kind of incisive football, Karen, you were talking about.
Yep, the 1 and 2 touch. It's a really nice ball in behind. I don't know whether he might have been offside, though, slightly, Coleman, from the pass from Richarlison, but it was a really good drilled ball in, 5 yards out, and it's a fantastic block from Holding, because that was goal-bound.
2 minutes gone, second half. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. Corner's taken, but the whistle blows again, so John Moss spotted something there that he didn't like inside a packed 6-yard box. Everton all in blue, white trim, attacking that goal away to our right-hand side. John Moss comes to have a word with Danny Ceballos and Mason Holgate.
Still can't wait for this story.
Yeah. Well, don't build it up too much.
Okay, my bad.
James gets a second attempt at taking this corner in his pink boots. Goes deep to the far post. Clears everyone. Arsenal players appeal for a goal kick. Everton players appeal for a corner. John Moss agrees with the Everton players. Richarlison's complaining he was pushed and should have had a penalty, but we know in this day and age, the video assistant referee, if he was, they will have a look at it. No, there's not enough in that. Carry on. Corner for Everton, which will come in from the left-hand side in the right boot of Gylfi Sigurdsson. And again, there's a shove, and it's Richarlison. And who else? Holgate in the 6-yard box, who are up to no good, and so Arsenal get the free kick. So yes, so in time with the music, that was the thing. So they'd say to Kurt Angle, "You suck." And recently that music was played here at the Emirates Stadium. Lots of Arsenal fans on social media, I think it was played, they came out for the second half of a game where they'd not played very well in the first half, and it was 0-0, and all the Arsenal fans were basically saying that's very apt, because Arsenal, you suck. And the reason I bring it up, Karen, is it was the fact of the day question on Drive tonight. So every Friday, Tony Livesey sets either me, John Murray or Ian Dennis a question. You get a choice of A, B or C. I had a choice of you stink, you're sick, or you suck, and I went for you stink, and I got it wrong. So
Alex.
I know, and it's a bit obvious really, because you suck is an American phrase. But anyway,
I was going to say, for that wrong answer, you probably get the people's elbow, but that'll probably go over your head if you're not up with it.
What's that? Is that a wrestling?
That was from The Rock. He had the people's elbow.
Right, very good. Very good. We might get you on Fact of the Day then, Karen. Here's James.